Welcome to our English language highlights of Suphanburi FC's first Thai Premier League game of the season. President Top welcomed out all the players as we look to make sure we started off on a strong footing. Last season, you may remember, we lost our first home game 2-0 to Ratchaburi, and that was very disappointing, but there was to be no repeat of that this season. We started off with Anarak in goal, back four of Natapong, Pratt our captain, Marcio and Ponlawat. In midfield we had our South Korean Lee Seung-hee, Daecha, Jesida and Andre, and up front we had Jakapan Pornsai and Carmelo Gonzalez, who had a great influence on this game. Now the first half we were right on the front foot with lots and lots of chances, but it was very frustrating. At the back, Marcio and Pratt were a fantastic combination of style and power, but Daecha and Jesida sprayed the ball out beautifully, and Ponlawat, really attacking right defender, just the kind of player that new coach Sergio Farias likes. A really good combination of fluidity throughout the team, but in the centre of that was our man Jakapan Pornsai. Although his first shot went wide, he really was a jack in the box throughout the game. Very, very good form he's on at the moment, just like he was when he played in the Thai national team, and a lot of people will be looking at him to do a return, to make a return on that. Daecha in midfield, very influential. He had a very injury-prone season last year, but it's great to see him back. He's a really feisty, dynamic midfielder who's very intelligent in his positioning. But most of all, we've got Carmelo Gonzalez, our orchestra-in-chief in that midfield. Really nice interplay throughout the first half. Andre on the left side, particularly the left channel, was barged down for a free kick early on, but all through the game he was a real handful, and he'll be really disappointed that he didn't score just before half-time. Jakapan was up for all the free kicks, making sure that he got his sighter in early, also took the corners as well. A real handful for the Nakhonratchasima defence all night. But Lee Tuck, the Englishman, a really powerful, hard-working player. Although he was taken off later, he did really work hard. And also, of course, our top scorer, Bjorn Lindemann. Very few chances last night. It was a good report, but it was great to see him. Really well-respected, well-liked player. The fans were delighted to come and say hi to him. Then we had another good chance, Carmelo robbing the defender, Andre very intelligently running on, and the ball seemed to be perfect, but the Nakhonratchasima goalkeeper was incredibly fast to snuff out the danger from our Spaniard. Then, really nice ball again from Jesida. He had a massive influence on this game. A lot of people, of course, would think about Jakapan and Carmelo and high-profile players, but Jesida did really well. And then Marcio, mighty Marcio, hit the post with a header. He's a very scary man to mark. No one really fancies it. Very unlucky there. And then a header by Andre that had tremendous technique, but just not quite enough accuracy. Then Carmelo again played a central role. He had a speculative shot that didn't really trouble the goalkeeper. Then Lee Tuck just before half-time. Still a half chance, but very well marshalled by Natapong, and the ball goes wide. From the ensuing corner from Chivuta, there was a bit of confusion perhaps, but Marcio was there to make sure that was snuffed out straight away. Lovely ball to Jakapan, who spins his defender, and this is what he loves, to be one-on-one. But whilst a lot of attackers would be selfish, he beautifully feeds in Andre at that first touch. Oh, he's going to not want to see that again, but never mind. We had another chance from the corner, a real scramble. Again, Marcio gets up, and Carmelo cannot believe he didn't put the ball over the line. Absolutely brave goalkeeping, and Carmelo has to try again. Cross comes again from Jakapan. Then we have another chance. Really did have 4 or 5 golden chances in that first half, and it appeared to be our chance was lost. Carmelo makes sure he takes his time, although the first ball doesn't get through. He has a shot, and then it's nicely cleared up again by Marcio, playing up front if you like. We had 3 defenders in the opposition box in this move. Really good shot and a strong save, and of course that was Pratt. We had Natapong, and we had Ponlawat all in that attack, but you see the way Daecha and Natapong then come back and make sure that we don't lose that shape. Slight half chance for Lee Tuck there, but making sure that everything's okay was Natapong, a very stylish defender with really good positioning. Another good break down the left-hand side. Andre attacking that left channel. Beautiful ball inside to Carmelo. Lovely move, lovely run. Only one thing missing, and that was the goal. He was devastated to miss that. He couldn't believe they didn't put it in. There was a half chance for Nakhonratchasima in front of their fantastic support. but Dechar made sure that that went wide. Then towards at the end of the first half again, another half chance for Nakhonratchasima, moving forward, but Natapong puts himself in harm's way, and Lee Tuck is getting more and more frustrated. He was later to be substituted, but again a very strong player. Lovely shimmy by Lee, our own Lee Seong-hee, and you can see the interplay between the players that Sergio Farias is excelled at. And what a ball this is! This is asking for the defender to stay on his feet. He doesn't take up that request. He goes down. He feels that he got the ball, but it was a foolish challenge to make, making sure that Carmelo Gonzalez had got past him and the defender was in a very vulnerable position. But what a beautiful ball by Jetsidar. The weight, the angle was timed to perfection. One touch from Carmelo, and there we have a penalty. And Jetsidar is on top of his game now. You only have to look in the eyes of the penalty taker. He took it a little bit like Cheryl Chapui did in the AFF Suzuki Cup. Powerful, very, very accurate, and down to the goalkeeper's right. The goalkeeper goes the wrong way, and even if he had gone the right way, it's very unlikely that he would have scored. It's been wonderful to see the renaissance of Jakapan Pornsai. Last season he was in and out of the team with the previous coach, but Coach Sergio has seen the potential and he's seen the skill of Jakapan, and Jakapan has responded not only with several hairstyles, but hard work on the training field, great positioning, and now superb confidence. Again, you look in the eyes of the penalty taker, that will tell you everything you need to know. There's no way that's not going in. And he celebrates wildly in front of the fans. And all the players, they all love Jakapan. He's a really good character, very, very well liked in the team. But the strange thing was after that the balance then shifted to Nakhonratchasima. They had plenty of chances towards the end. Number 40, Adido, came on and he was a real handful. Even though he's not 100% fit, he has tremendous strength. And also, Chivuta had two good chances. He's really not going to want to see these again. Great work down the left side, puts it inside, and then he finds some space in the box, very intelligently found, and really, he should be getting that on target. Anorak was very, very pleased to see that go by. But still the chances came for Nakhonratchasima. Sergio Van Dijk came on to shore up the attacking options and to put some pressure on their defence, which he did very, very well indeed. But still, they had their chances. We started to get a little bit more possession in the last third of the match. Really, we weren't putting that pressure on the defence that we had been doing in the first half. And then more chances came from Nakhonratchasima. Probably would have been more if it wasn't for Lee Seong-hee and the power of him in the midfield. Jakapan was a great person to find when you need to keep that possession, and he made sure that it wasn't wasted. Again, a great development in his play. He's matured, he's strengthened, and he's improved his intelligence and his positioning. The players towards the end of the game really well orchestrated out on the outside of the pitch by Sergio Farias, just trying to wind the clock down. A header there that sub Atapon really won't want to see again either. Very disappointed with that. Then another very good chance for Nakhonratchasima, and again from Chivuta, who does all the hard work, lays the ball off nicely. But this one is one that just went wide of the right hand side of Anorak, and that was pretty much it. We were a little bit weary towards the end, but it's great to have that win. 3 points, and on Saturday we play Suphanburi away, before next Saturday it's the big one, Buriram United at home. So let's see you all at the stadium. It's going to be an absolute sellout, and let's see you all on Saturday. We really need to keep this momentum going. Suphanburi FC, the birth of the legend.